Now let's continue uh, AWS RDS team. Now let's continue AWS RDS SQL for AWS. In this session, uh, let's understand how to connect AWS RDS. Then we are going to see practical using different approaches. Okay, let's say we have created RDS with uh, Amazon Aurora MySQL compatible. Okay, in AWS cloud. Then let's see how many ways we can connect to this RDS. AWS providing one web user interface called query editor. In AWS Management Console, if you navigate RDS service, you can see query editor. Using this, you can connect your RDS service. Then you can write SQL queries. This is first approach. Second approach. You can install RDBMS client to softwares. Let's say if it is MySQL support, the popular MySQL client is MySQL Workbench. Not only MySQL Workbench, you can install any MySQL supported client in your developer machine. Then you can create a connection to your database using either JDBC or ODBC driver. So MySQL inbuilt having a driver, just you provide a connection configuration to your client. This is second approach. Third approach, you can create any application like Java, Python, .NET, PySpark, AWS Glue, and any other application. Then you can create a connection to your RDS. Then you can focus on your application integration with SQL logics. So these are different approaches. So in this session, we are going to see practically of these two. One, we are going to create a connection to query editor. Then we are going to see SQL queries. And second one, we are going to install MySQL Workbench. Then we are going to create a connection. Okay, let's see it. Let's see. First one, way one. So first one, connect AWS RDS using query editor. Next one thing. Second one, connect RDS using MySQL Workbench. So these two approaches we are going to see. Okay, let's start discussing first approach. So first one, navigate RDS service in AWS RDS dashboard. In AWS RDS dashboard, you can see query editor. Okay, you can see query editor, then create a connection. See here, you can see query editor. Click on this query editor. Then choose your database name, database-Sreenivas. Then database username. So add new credentials or connect with the secrets manager. And here database username, new database credentials. Here username is admin and enter password. Okay. Then name of database schema is optional. You can just connect to database. You can click on one option. We have to enable modified database API is enabled. Go to here. Here you can see one option, database API, RDS database API. Enable the RDS data API. Then enable. Okay, that's it. You can refresh or you can refresh. You can see database API is enabled. Then click on query editor. Then choose database, choose credentials. Okay. Then click on connect to database. It is connected successfully. This is our query editor. Query editor. So here we are going to write queries. We are going to write queries. Then here you can write, let's say, create database, database name, raw_db, then select this query, then click on run. You can see database created. So it is giving error, some error. We are going to resolve that. So you can write any SQL query setting. So here you can, if you want to change the database details, you can change, or you can go this query editor in new tab. Then you can choose database. You can select your database, then click on connect to database. Here we are going to write queries. Show databases. Select this query, click on run. You can see it is listing databases. So clear writing, how to connect MySQL Aurora using query editor? Yeah. Second one, we are going to see connecting AWS RDS using MySQL Workbench. First one tip. Install MySQL Workbench in your machine, and then create a connection, and then write SQL. Okay. Let's say you can open any browser. Let's say here I'm opening Google Chrome. Then search MySQL Workbench installation. MySQL Workbench download. You can see first link. This is MySQL Workbench. Download MySQL Workbench. Okay, click on this first link. Here you can see MySQL Workbench supported to your Windows operating system. You can select download, then you can install. So once you click on download, it will download a MSI file. Sorry. Go to that download location, then install. So once you download and install, you can see Workbench like this team. Search Workbench, click on MySQL Workbench. Okay, here you can see this window. Here you can see option called database. Here you can see manage connections. Then here you can see option called new. Then give a connection name. I am giving AWS RDS MySQL. AWS RDS MySQL. Then here parameters are host name. How to find host name for your MySQL? Go to your RDS instance, go to databases, select the database, select the database, or select the database. You can click on this database. You can click the database. You can see complete parameters here. You can see complete parameters. You can see connectivity. Okay. Let's select this database Sreenivas instance. Okay. Here you can see connectivity. Here you can see endpoint. This endpoint is our host name. Enter that endpoint here. Host name is endpoint. Next one, username is admin. And here password. Click on store in vault. Enter password. Then click on OK. Then click on test connection. Click on test connection. If it gives success, then you can see connection established successfully. If it gives error, then let's find the root cause. Yeah, it is giving error saying failed to connect MySQL at a database instance with username. Unable to connect this instance. First level, first go to your RDS, check port number enabled or not. Go to this one, go to this security group. Okay, select this one. Okay, click on inbound rules. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. Edit inbound rules. Then all traffic. Instead, all traffic. Let's select this one, MySQL Aurora, port number 3306, and here anywhere public IP. Anywhere public IP. Then click on save rules. Save rules. Okay. So here it is giving error. Let's cancel it. Let's go once again, this security group. Open this security group. Go to this security group and go to inbound rules. Okay. Click on edit inbound rule. Add a rule. This one, select a Amazon Aurora. Then give public access. Okay. Then click on save rule. Okay. Once again, go to our MySQL Workbench. Once again, click on test connection. Now it is successful. It means the port number is not enabled. So you have to enable. Click on OK. Click on close. Then once again, open Workbench. Okay. Let's go here. You can see your connection details. Click on this connection details. Then this is my MySQL Workbench environment. Here you can write your SQL queries. Show databases. See, It is showing databases. Then you can start creating your, then you can start writing your SQL queries. Clear writing? How to connect MySQL RDS instance using different clients? Okay.